And we're back like we never left. This is my first week back in the classroom for the new school year, and it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to start this school year off with my first classroom sneaker rotation. So I asked that question on one of my recent posts, and shout out to Luke Willie for this comment that really got me thinking how I wanted to start things off. Since it's the first week of school, we're gonna start with some firsts. So Monday I don't have students yet, but there's a lot of meetings and it's back to school night, so I needed something comfortable to be on my feet all day. So we're kicking things off with the Nike Makeway P6000. Love the patent leather overlays in this clear plastic cage around the upper, and congrats to Makeway for your first collab with Nike, and this is my first time wearing these. On Tuesday, it's the first day I get to see my 7th graders for just a small portion of the day, so I have to bust out the first pair that made me fall in love with this game. These are the 2000 Air Jordan Laney 5s. Shout out my guy A1 Restorations for the midsole swap on these. We got to run it back a little bit for these cages. They're starting to crack and flop a little bit, but regardless, I had to bust these out for my 7th graders on Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's officially the first day of school. I get to see all my students, so we're starting off with Joe Freshgood's first pair that he did with New Balance with the 992 in the Don't Be Mad, No Emotions Are Emotions. One of my personal grails and one of those if you know type of shoes. And for Thursday, something a little bit more recognizable to these kids. We're going with the first and I think the best Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low in the mocha colorway. Peak color blocking out of all of his Jordan 1 Lows, and a pair that really just goes with everything. And on Friday, we're going to finish off the week with Unheard Of's first collaboration with Adidas in the Erica's Poem Rivalry Low. Materials and details on these things are top level, and shout out to Phil for telling such a personal story on his first collaboration with Adidas, and it's been super dope to see what he's been able to grow since this. And if you're new here, this is how it goes. Stay tuned to my stories throughout the week or follow me on X so you can see how I style each one of these in the classroom. And lastly, wishing all my fellow sneaker teachers out there an awesome school year. Peace!